Welcome to a very chaotic and kind of tragic road trip that I had with my father, where we traveled all the way from Tamil Nadu to Meghalaya. Just like every Indian parent, my father brought me to the railway station 1 hour before the train was supposed to arrive, and he's already preparing for our next trip.
Early morning conversations, hanging off the edge of your bed. I don't have a hesitation when you're the one.
3 days later.
It felt like I was so dumb. It felt like I was numb.
It's currently 3 p.m. and we came for our lunch. Nothing is seen on my phone screen, but yeah, it's 3 p.m. and we came to Delicacy Dhaba for lunch and we ordered 5 tandoori rotis and chicken masala. So I'll give it a try and let you know how it is.
I thought I was so fun, thawing in the sun.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Guys, I just tried these red chilies. I tried the smallest piece out of this and it was the worst decision of my life. My stomach is burning. It's like uncontrollable burning and it is making me so uneasy and restless. I swear to God. This is what happens when you don't listen to your elders. My dad told me that it is very hot, be careful, but I was like, I have good spice tolerance. And my stomach has been burning for the past 10 minutes and I don't know what to do. I just ordered some vanilla ice cream. I hope it helps.
I was ready to go away.
Google Maps could have simply just taken us through a normal route, but no, it picked the most random, unnecessary path that ended in a dead end. Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. Google Maps is taking us through all sorts of weird ways.
I was ready to go.
How was the traffic for you?
Very chaotic.
It is so humid here. Currently, we are at Brahmaputra and we are going to be trying this cruise. It's daily cruise ship. It has live singing, DJ, folk dance performances, and on-board dining. How cool is that? Hi guys, look at this special red carpet entry for me. Hopefully, one day I'll be on an actual red carpet.
I felt like I was so dumb. Felt like I was numb. I thought I was so fun, thawing in the sun.
Hi guys, we are going to Kamakya temple and we have been walking in the opposite direction until somebody corrected us. guys, good morning. It is the next day and I woke up with a sore throat. Last night I had chocobar ice cream and cold water on top of it. So kids, if you want to skip school, here's your life hack. Yesterday I looked dead, but today I put in some effort into getting ready. So
It felt like I was so dumb. It felt like I was numb. Early morning conversations, hanging off the edge of your bed. I don't have a hesitation when you're the one I see in my head. 'Cause you say something funny just to get me back, and I say something stupid just to make you laugh. Like I read it in a podcast somewhere. I could be the one to kiss your heart. I don't have to understand it. You know that this love is a work of art. Shit don't gotta be perfect. It's just gotta be honest. You look back.
so we stopped here in front of the lake for some time to stretch because we've been on the bike since like 1.5 hours, and in total we have to cover like 4 hours. So 3 more hours to go. My thighs, my legs, and my back, everything is numb. But yeah, it's not same with my dad because he's like used to traveling on bike. Yeah, and also I feel a little feverish because of the ice cream and cold water combo I had last night. But I'm not going to tell my dad because he's going to start worrying about me, and I don't want to ruin his trip. So he's probably watching it now. So okay. So we just stopped here for a cup of tea and look at this place. Look at the beauty of it. Wow. Thank you. And my face is like full of dust despite of covering it fully like with sunglasses, bandana, but so we were on our way to Doki, just following the route given by Google Maps, when we suddenly hit an unexpected roadblock because some work was going on and they weren't letting anyone pass. A few other tourists were stuck there too, and they told us the only other option was to take an alternate route. The catch? It was a much longer one, which meant adding extra hours to our already long journey. But after traveling all the way from Tamil Nadu to Meghalaya, there was no way we were going back without seeing Doki. So we took the detour and kept going. This decision actually took us through this little village that was so beautiful, and the climate just made it even better. The mist kept getting thicker and thicker. At one point, we could barely see anything ahead of us. It was surreal, something I had never experienced before, and honestly, it made the whole trip completely worth it.
El día de mañana llegará al fin. Todo lo que quiero es bailar junto a ti. Y no voy a soltarte.
We stopped by this beautiful waterfall for a while, mainly because I really needed to stretch. Hi guys, I know you all probably can't hear me, but just an update. I had one paracetamol and I feel so much better. Like my body pain is better, my feverish sensations are better, so I feel a lot better. But the tablet's effect did not last long. The feverish feeling came back and the body pain got even worse. Eventually, my dad figured out that I was not feeling great, so his focus shifted from the trip to me.
Nunca quiero decirte que yo solo pienso en ti.
Doki is considered one of the cleanest rivers in India. The boat rides are the biggest attraction, especially during the dry season when the water is at its clearest. Turkey is right near India-Bangladesh border where you can actually see the Bangladesh side just across. Surrounded by lush green hills, valleys and waterfalls, making it a breathtakingly scenic beauty.
Later that same evening.
Hi guys, it's the same night. I look like I cried but I did not. I just have slight fever, so yeah, I just look high. I'm not high as well. I did not cry. My voice sounds like a broken trumpet, so I might as well record this tomorrow.
Much later.
You know what time it is? Story time! It is very important for you guys to know what happened next because I could not vlog it. I'm going to narrate it as a story. Okay, so for some context, we had gone to Assam for totally 4 days and we had planned to visit different destinations each day. So after Doki, we started our ride back to the hotel. Doki is in Shillong, Meghalaya, and our hotel was in Guwahati, Assam. That meant a long bike ride ahead. My body was completely numb and it felt so painful at the same time, and I could feel my fever getting worse. It got so bad that even my dad could tell that my fever was getting worse. Okay, there's a funny story behind it. So, story time within a story time. So my dad has this really funny theory that whenever I'm falling sick or I have fever, I start saying the most random, weird things that make no sense. That's how my father has always, like since childhood, figured out that, I'm feeling unwell or I'm starting to fall sick. So that's how he figured out this time as well. I was talking random stuff and he asked me, wait, are you falling sick or is your fever getting worse? I was like, yeah. So after the sun set, it got darker and colder. There was literally pitch darkness and there were no street lights. I don't know why. For some reason, there were no street lights. The only light that was there was from our bike and here and there when vehicles were passing by. Also, surprisingly, there were no shops or hotels or restaurants anywhere to be seen. Like there was nothing on the side of the road. By that time, my condition kept getting worse. I started shivering uncontrollably. I was feeling so cold. I was wearing 2 layers of clothing, one normal t shirt, and on top of that, I was wearing a thick rainwear, like a very thick rainwear. And I was still feeling so cold to a point that I was shivering uncontrollably. And then what happened, you ask? Of course, it started raining. Luckily, I was wearing a rainwear, but I was feeling so cold. The atmosphere got colder after it had started raining, and I was losing my mind. I didn't know what to do. I really wanted to eat or drink something hot, but there were no shops, no hotels, no restaurants anywhere. And we just kept looking for something, but nothing was there. And then finally, after what felt like forever, we saw a cafe, Life Savior. In the coffee, in cafe. In the cafe, I ordered steamed chicken momos and hot chocolate. And while waiting, I even ordered a glass of hot water just to hold on to it and sip it while waiting for my order to arrive. That's how cold I felt. My order finally arrived, and guess what? I could not enjoy the taste of my food because my taste buds were dead. You know the feeling when you have fever, you cannot taste anything? I had high fever and I could not taste even a slight bit of yumminess. It was full bitter, whatever I eat. Even the water tasted bitter to me. But you know what? That little meal really helped me. My shivering stopped and I felt way better on the inside. Then we continued our ride again on the pitch dark road, and after a while we came across a small tea shop and we stopped and had a cup of hot ginger tea. So it started with drizzling, then it was raining. So until this point, it was raining, and then what happened? It started pouring. Cherry on top of the cake. Of course, like it has to happen to me, right? Why wouldn't it? Luckily, we were like around half an hour away from our hotel, which does not make it any better, but okay. We got completely drenched in the rain, and yeah, it definitely does not help my fever. Yeah, so we reached room at around midnight, and after reaching room, I dried myself up, I got freshened up, and then I just went into the blanket. And that's the clip that you watched. So basically, that's all that happened after we came back from Meghalaya. Wait, there's more. So the next day, we had planned to go to Cherrapunji, the place that my dad was most excited about. But when I woke up, I was still burning with fever, and my dad was sitting by my side, putting a damp cloth on my forehead. And that's when I realized how bad it had gotten. So we couldn't go anywhere that day. We stayed in the room the entire day. In the afternoon, we had to go to the hospital because checkups and medicines and all that. But honestly, I did not feel any better. So the third day was the worst part. We did not go anywhere the following day as well because there was no improvement in my health. But honestly, guys, I felt so terrible because my dad had been looking forward to this trip for so long and I felt like I ruined it for him. Okay, so those were the 4 days of our trip. How eventful. On the fifth day, we had our train back to Coimbatore, and it was again horrible because I hate traveling when I'm sick. So you can just imagine. And I stayed unwell for like almost a week after reaching home. So that's how bad it was. So yeah, that was our trip. It was very chaotic, tragic, and unpleasant, but it was all an experience. So, kids, what is the moral of the story? Never have ice cream and cold water together until and unless you want to skip school. But yeah, guys, on a serious note, don't do it. Anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this chaotic vlog plus story time. Please subscribe if you feel bad for me. If I gave you a good laugh, subscribe. Just subscribe. Anyways, thank you so much for watching whatever this was, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it and learned a few lessons. So, thank you for watching. Bye.